Hey, so I played round 7 just to burn through a round, and at the end of round 7, we actually produced 21 rice, and we had 21 mouths to feed. So at the end of round 7, we didn't increase or lose any of our rice bank, and we're actually at 14. So 14 is still dangerously low. So right now we're operating at a break-even point. So what we need to do is try and maximize our resources, but try and grow some more rice if we can. So now remember, everybody with an elephant, this guy's got an elephant, you want to make sure that he's got 2 stones to play. Otherwise, you're feeding that elephant for nothing, you know? So we got those 2 stones there. Now this guy, player 2, I'm at the harvest and we can exchange cards before we start. Now he's only got 1. He drew the priest last time, so maybe we'll play that sometime soon. He only has 1 stone, so maybe he needs another stone. Now over here, this guy, he's got a laborer and he's got 2 rice fields, so maybe this guy can grow rice, and he's not using his elephant yet. Maybe we'll just hang on to that one. So maybe we'll switch here, this, so he's got the 2 stones for his elephant, and now this, he's got 3 rice for that rice field, yeah? So these guys have each exchanged 1. Over there, I think that guy's okay. I think this guy's okay. Let's just play and see how it goes. So remember, this is already full. This is full rice production. This guy could use another buffalo, but we only have 12 in the bank, and we need to hold on to that. So he's got a laborer with an elephant, so this can be 2 building actions. So let's just go ahead and do those 2 building actions, yeah? So we'll add those to there, and then we'll hang on to these people for now, so let's just draw 2. Cool, find a buffalo. We can use that next time, but you can't use that immediately. So that's really nice, and that's 5 cards. So again, as planned, he's got a laborer with an elephant, and he's got 2 stones. So that's for the laborer, and that's for the elephant. And again, we can't now grow rice there because that guy's already been working, and you wouldn't use that with rice anyway. And these cards, the priest isn't too bad. There's a bunch of Honor the Gods cards that like the priest, and he's only 3. So this one's tempting to play early, except for we're still paying that 5 every round for this usurper, and we broke even last time. So let's wait and try and bump up our rice production before we start adding more people to the village. So we have to draw 2. Sweet, we got the Nand in. That'll get rid of the usurper, but not until next round. So we have to hang on to that. But that's good to know that next round, that card's going to go here, and then we've proven that this is our city, and we can get rid of that usurper next time. Now this guy, as the strategy went, was to go rice, 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 okay? And we're good. We'll hang on to that because we don't want to get bad cards here. So there's 1. See, we got to draw to 5. Nice and safe. So far, so good. And then remember, always maximize if you want to grow rice first. But right now we have this 3 rice. We should use these guys. So this guy can build and that guy can carve. So we might as well go ahead and build. This guy can add 1 of these to the temple. And then this guy's an artisan, so he can carve 1. And there's 1 here that we can carve, so let's go ahead and flip that. Okay. And then those 2 are used. There's nothing else we could do. Let's hang on to this. These aren't bad cards. Let's go ahead and draw 1. And we're safe. So now, oh, you know what we could do? Shit. See, once you draw, the turn is over. But the last person is kind of in an advantage because we're going to harvest right after this person's going. So right now we have 14. I'd say go ahead and spend that 5 on a buffalo. Yeah? And now we're down to 9, which is risky. I already saw that card, so we cheated. But it costs 5, and you're going to get a return of 3 right off the bat. But you'll see, it's going to pay off, and we're safe. This last person is safest to buy those kind of purchases, and we planned that before. So let's see how it works out. Remember, count in 3s. So this is 1, 2 sets of 3, 3 sets of 3. That's a buffalo also. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 sets of 3 is 27. So we had 9. 9 plus 27. Let's do 10, 20 plus 7. Okay? And then we have to feed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 21. So we made some that time, yeah? Minus 21. So now we got 15 in the bank. Was that right? How many did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 24 minus 21. So we picked up 3. So again, we got 15, which is safe, but we're still kind of on the ropes here. But this time we're going to at least be able to get rid of the usurper. So let's go ahead and play this out. Do we want to trade anything? This guy's got 2 rice. This guy's got 1 rice, but he doesn't have a laborer to build it with. I don't know. Sometimes the trading strategy is important. Let's just go ahead and play it. Well, we do want to do a trade because this guy's got an elephant, but he only has 1 stone. So we should try and get another stone from someone. And that guy's got it. So maybe we'll be like, all right, well, look, I don't need this rice because that guy's not going to grow rice. So let's trade this rice for that stone. And then we got 2 for this guy to build. And again, this guy's got an elephant, and he's got like no stones at all. So there's not much we can do there. Okay. Now, let's just play, okay? There's an elephant. This guy can build these 2, right? Laterite first, and then the sandstone. And we have found a buffalo, okay? Now, this buffalo could go here, yeah? And then that doubles that rice production. Or what we can even do is we can now substitute. This was a buffalo. If you have a real buffalo, you can substitute that. And now we could actually use that as like an apsara. Or you can use it as an artisan. So maybe just for fun, I'm going to do that, yeah? We'll use that as an artisan, okay? So now this guy already did his 2 buildings, but now this is an artisan, so he can also carve. Okay? And now that has to stay as an artisan until someone else has an artisan card, and then they can exchange it just the way I did with that buffalo, okay? So let's go ahead and draw 3. Okay. Now over here, we have this guy, that's a buffalo, right? Here's the elephant. We don't have any building to do with him, which is kind of unfortunate. But we do have this, and that tower is already carved. So by putting that there, we've now met the requirement. We have the sacred sword and the silver Nandon. So this guy is deposed, so we can discard him now, okay? And we just freed up like 5, which is great because now we have like a lot of extra food. So maybe now let's say, all right, well, let's put the priest in. And he only costs 3, and he's good because the gods like him, okay? And we'll save the queen for now. And you know, you actually can get rid of your elephants if you don't want to feed them anymore. You can discard this elephant, but it goes into the discard pile and you can never get him back, okay? And the elephants will protect you against the chom. So like it's good to hang on to it for now if you can afford it. And maybe we'll just hang on to this rice for now. So we'll pick 2 cards. Uh-oh. Honor the gods. If there are no apsaras at the temple, -5. If there are, +5 per apsara. And we have 2 apsaras, so we're going to pick up 10. Okay, so apsaras are good. We discard that card. Let me draw another one. Okay. Over here, this guy's got this elephant, but we still don't really need it. He doesn't have much to do. We just picked up 10 from those apsaras, so you know what? We're going to buy another buffalo. So let's subtract 5. And then we can buy a buffalo from the bank. And we can pair it with that guy. And now that's a little extra, okay? Now again, he doesn't have any laborers to do any labor, so maybe we'll just get rid of a couple of these things. Okay. And over here, remember, always try and use your laborers first, yeah? So this laborer, he can build this. I'll just put that there. And then this guy's an artisan, so he can carve. So we'll go ahead and carve that. Okay. And now we still have like 20 rice in the bank, and this guy's got an extra dude. So, you know, again, what we could do is we could add this guy here. Yeah. And then we'll train him as an apsara too. So we had 20, so let's go back down to 15. And now we'll send him. Bam. And you can't just discard that labor, just don't have to feed them too. He's a trained apsara now, okay? So now we still have 2 rice. Now we can't go ahead and put those there because we've already used that guy to do building, but maybe we should try and collect next time and we can add that there. So what we'll just do is go ahead and draw. The king, nice. King costs 10 to feed, so you don't necessarily want to put him in until you need to. Again, in the advanced version, you're going to get points for that, so you might want to play it, but we'll worry about that later. Okay, so let's harvest. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3 sets of 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 times 3 is 30. And then we have to feed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an Artisan. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Hey, still 21, but we're making more, right? So now we're up to 24. Okay? And now we're actually starting to look pretty good. Like, it's looking like we might be able to win this game. And it's really going to matter about what score we can get when we win. So again, you want to just make sure before you start that you trade cards. This guy is going to have 2 building and 1 carving. And there's some stuff to carve there. And he's got 2 to build there. If there wasn't anything to carve, you want to make sure that those 2 that you build was like 1 laterite and 1 sandstone, and then that guy could carve it afterwards. You know. Okay. And over here, remember our plan was maybe to do some rice farming somewhere, huh? Maybe it was this guy was going to farm, yeah? So this guy's only got 2 rice, so maybe he needs 1 more rice. And that guy doesn't really need it, so maybe we can give this guy, let's do this in exchange for the rice. And that way that guy's going to have 3 rice on his turn. So what we want to do is just go ahead and keep going. And now actually like just to charge ahead, let's see. This guy got 2 building actions, so let's put 2 of these down. 1, 2, yeah? And then let's go ahead and we have all these laborers. Why don't we just add another laborer, okay? And now what we can do is we can pay 5 to train this guy with an artisan's chisel. And then he can also carve the temple as well. So I'm just going to do that just for fun. So remember we have to pay 5. So right now we have 24, so now we're down to 19. Yeah? But now this new guy, he's able to carve as well. So we'll go ahead and carve that. Yeah? And if you really wanted to, let's go crazy. Let's add this guy. And then he can build that one as well. But now we got to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And over here, so this guy's got an elephant, and so he should build 2. But again, like, we made a mistake here. And, you know, he doesn't have 2 to build with, you know? And he doesn't have a laborer. So they should have done some better trading, you know? So again, like, if you really wanted to, you can set this elephant free. So let's just do that, yeah? You don't get anything for it, you just discard it, okay? So we'll discard that. And now that that guy's free, we can go ahead and just go ahead and build this rice. Yeah? And we'll maybe hang on to this for 1 more round. And we draw. Ooh, drought. Okay, so if you get the drought card, all the rice fields that are not tended by buffalo die. And that's for this player only. So that circus card is acting as a buffalo, so it protects these cards. So unfortunately, all that rice that we just planted is going to die because there's no buffalo on this rice field. So we have to go ahead and discard those immediately, which is unfortunate. And then we discard the drought card. And then we got to keep picking until we get 5 cards. So that was kind of a bad luck turn. Over here, this guy's got the elephant, but he doesn't have anybody to really to do much work with it, and that's okay. But what we might want to do is discard. We should save those because we're going to need sandstone to finish, so maybe we can get rid of this 1 laterite. And we get honor the gods. If there are 2 Opsars, are the priest at the temple plus 10? If not, minus 10. Okay, we got 3 Opsars and the priest. So if there are 2 Opsars, yes. So we won on the Opsars and on the priest, okay? So Opsars are good because they help you with that. And the priest is good because he doesn't cost a lot. So he's good gamble. And discard that card. And draw again, okay? And over here, we definitely need some more rice now because that other guy lost it. And then don't forget to use your artisan. He can carve. So we carve 1. And then we're looking good. And again, we might want to wait on the king. You can play him later. It'll be okay. What you will notice, though, is our card stock pile is getting low. And we need to complete this temple before that stock is gone. Otherwise, we're going to lose the game. So we're pretty safe that we're not going to starve to death anymore, but like that's our biggest risk. So now we really need to manage our development so that we can get the temple done on time. And we have a lot of laborers going on over there, so we look pretty good. So I'm going to stop this video here as soon as we do the harvest, and then we'll pick it up from there. Really quickly, we'll count. That's multiples of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 33, 10, 20, 30. Boom. So we're up to 62, but now we have to feed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So minus 21. Oops, oh, I hope I did that right. Okay, so we're up to 41 now. So we have quite a lot of cash. So we can actually go ahead. We still have an elephant, a buffalo, and an Artisan's chisel left that we can purchase. We're looking pretty good to win the game as long as we don't run out of cards.